The man them too inconsiderate, 5-star hotel smoking cigarette, mixing codeine up with a Finnegan. She got thick but she wanna get thin again, drinking apple cider vinegar, wearing skim cause she wanna be Kim and them. Alright, I know they are bad, stop acting innocent. We ain't got generational wealth, it's only a year that I've had these millions. My whip could have been in a Tokyo drift car, it's fast and furious. I went from the Toyota Yaris to Urus, they had their chance but blew it. Now this gal want me in a U-Train.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Happy Thursday. It's May 30th. We are coming very close to the end of the month. Let me go through markets real quick. First things first, what I see happening in BTC is probably just a little bit of a coiling right here, or right under the 6970K resistance point. If you look at this range that I've drawn, I think, again, we are really tightly stuck in this, this is the resistance point right here. I would say this is the lower end of the support. We breached past the support right here, but again, reclaim the bottom of the range, trying to traverse back up within the top of the range. We're also above the midpoint of the range, which is this yellow EQ right here. That's around 65, 66K. So for the most part, BTC is trying to do its best to stay above the midpoint as well as stay above the range low. Now, there is, of course, a few things that could, shake up things in markets. One of which is, I actually think High Stakes Capital had just pointed out. He wrote it on his Twitter feed, which is, let me see here. I think I posted it also on my Warpcast feed, which is so QCB Capital. If you're not familiar with them, they're a fund from Singapore. They talk about the uncertainty about potential Mt. Gox Bitcoin supply that's going to hit this coming October. That could probably cause some volatility and draw down in price, or at minimum maybe it just moves price sideways, right? However, the fact that Ethereum ETF is now being approved, right? I think that causes a little bit of bullishness for ETH more so. So let's go to Ethereum here, and we see Ethereum structure faring a little bit better, especially locally, than Bitcoin, right? We see Ethereum over the last 2 or 3 weeks really jumping the gun from the lows of 2,800 to now 3,800. So nice $1,000 pop, right? So you're currently up about 30% effectively on the month on Ethereum. Let's check out the monthly candle real quick, right? So on a monthly basis, this is what Ethereum looks like, right? That's a pretty solid candle, in my opinion. And in fact, this SR level, which is about $2,700, $2,775 right here on a monthly basis on ETH, has held quite well. And in fact, one could argue that we've held and bounced off it very strongly. For Bitcoin on the same time frame, that monthly candle looks good, but doesn't look as good as ETH, right? So compare the monthlies, right? You have a bullish engulfing right here, and you have a candle that is possibly a developing inside, well, it's not even an inside bar because you swept the low right here. So it's just really, a lower high monthly candle. That's really all that you can get from it. Okay, and that's not bad either, because the next month or two for BTC, the next one could be a candle like this, where it shapes up to be an inside bar, and then the next one pops up to be huge candle right over there. I don't want to draw further because I feel like it's gonna look really odd. You guys know what I was saying, right? So yeah, anyway, going back to Ethereum. So we have Ethereum on the monthly basis looking pretty damn good, right? BTC consolidating in a sideways range. So all in all, as we pair these things together, we also see Bitcoin dominance dropping. And I've pointed out this before. when you see dominance drop pretty severely, like it did here in 2020 and 2021, like it did back here in 2017, right? When dominance generally begins to drop in Bitcoin, and Bitcoin prices especially are, either moving sideways or slowly grinding down, and you see altcoins like Ethereum popping off, I think that's generally a very good sign in the market, which is that the alt season is beginning, right? And so when the alt season is beginning, your job is to kind of pay attention to things like what is the outperformer in the current market conditions? Where could the next meta be created? What other sectors of crypto could be taking off? Like few of the ways you can do that is, you could go to Masari right here. And if you go here and you go to, where is it? Yeah, there we go. So you can go through sectors, right? You could go through DeFi and you could say, okay, well, is DeFi performing well? What are the top DeFi performing assets right now, right? Stargate or TrueFi, Bounce, which is auction, or is it metaverse and gaming? How are they performing? And this is, again, you could change the time frame, but the point is that you get to look at different sectors and try to figure out, over the next coming weeks, who's going to be the one that takes off. Is it going to be DePIN? Is it going to be AI? Is it going to be gaming? So yeah, that remains to be seen, in my opinion. I don't think that's, the jury's kind of set on that yet. So I am kind of looking forward to Solana ecosystem probably taking a back seat for a little bit, right? Like my general outlook is that Sol will calm down. If Solana holds this mid-range right here, right, I think it could travel back to 200 plus. So it'll probably go back to 200 plus if that's the case. However, if Solana starts to break inside, 140, 150, and then it can't climb back above, my general goal is, down here, right? Like taking out these lows right here. That's my thought process, which is around like 115. Okay. But if that's the case, again, I don't think that Solana coming down there equals Ethereum coming down there. I actually think that Ethereum could quite possibly outperform. Okay. I've showed this to my Advantage members before, and I'll show it to you guys again. If you actually look at Ethereum's performance, after the halving. So this is Ethereum's performance after the halving, right? This is Bitcoin halving. If you look at the previous cycles, you'll generally see that Ethereum has a pretty, substantial markup, right? And in fact, it actually outperforms Bitcoin after the halving. One of the reasons why that is because Bitcoin halving is anticipated, right? So the halving event is already front ran in the price before the halving event even comes. Whereas for Bitcoin, or whereas for Ethereum, that's not really the case. Ethereum is simply, moving up because of its own conditions and fundamentals, but also because Bitcoin is moving up. But Bitcoin is the one that's catching the, lion's share of the bid. Now that that's behind us, people know that, well, okay, we're in a bull market. We already know that Ethereum has the ETF coming, that Ethereum has a lot of staying power and developers and lots of projects being built and, lots of money. And so those whales on Ethereum, or a lot of external money, is slowly going to come in and trickle into Ethereum. And that's why I think Ethereum outperforms, because now it's Ethereum's time. Now that Bitcoin gets to take a back seat. Okay. One of my bigger picks within Ethereum, as I've stated, multiple times before, is the Degen token, right? Degen is the layer 3 token on Ethereum. I've said this before. I'll say it again. I think that Degen is probably going to be one of the most surprisingly outperforming projects of this year. And in fact, I think it'll catch almost everybody off guard. Period. Like, I don't even think it'll be close to what people think is possible. And I think layer threes in general, I've had this thought um on my Warpcast feed, right? Like, when Degen L3 became a thing, I spoke about how I believe, L3s are going to be a pretty dominant narrative this year. And in fact, there will be more and more L3s being created this year. Ham Chain is another one. Make sure y'all check it out. Shout out to Deployer, right? Ham Chain is pretty solid, another L3. But I think Degen, the L3, is going to be superior to all L3s. I can't say it'll be superior forever, but I can say for now, it is the most dominant force of an L3. And I would argue that Degen, the ecosystem, will outperform all other L2s. I know that's a bold bet, right? So if we go to L2s, let me see where L2 is. Layer 2, where's the category? Let me see where they have categories here, right? Categories L1, centralized exchanges, DWF's portfolio. By the way, DWF Labs, I mean, these guys are beasts in the market. They're kind of like the modern day Three Arrows Capital. Not to say like they're scammy or anything, but they do invest in some good shit. They're good market makers. They're good in the private markets, the public markets. So definitely pay attention to them. Going back to my original point, L2s, right? Within the layer 2 world, you have the likes of Polygon, which is a $6.5 billion asset. Immutable, which is like a gaming chain, gaming L2, Arbitrum, again, another L2, Mantle, Stacks, Optimism. There's like damn near, 10, 20, 30 L2s, right? But I think there's only really one main L3, which is Degen. And again, Ham Chain, which I mentioned, right? Ham, this one right here. Once again, I'm gonna say this one more time, folks. You gotta follow me on Warpcast or just join Warpcast. I don't even care if you follow me or not. I do drop a ton of alpha, by the way, on Warpcast. I talk about my trades, things I'm buying, things I'm thinking about, things I find interesting, my thoughts on the market. I mean, all of this is just free, and you get tipped for your thoughts. Like today, I was just talking about something, I don't know what, and someone just randomly tipped me these yo-yo tokens, and I was like, what the heck is yo-yo, you know? And so I looked into yo-yo, just happened to stumble across this new meme coin called yo-yo, which is on the base chain. I was like, okay, well, it's 400 market cap, it has less than 500 holders, 100K liquidity. The creator of the token responded to me, and he said, like, we were just chatting back and forth. He said, with WagMe, which is the platform where the meme coin was launched, WagMe and Baz, who's the creator of the token, they said, hey, LP is securely locked. And it's the smart contract provided by WagMe. It cannot be removed from there by the token developer. And it is safe to say that it is 100% secure, since the WagMe deployer multisig has an authority to move it, right? So point is, on Warpcast, you often find these opportunities that you're just very, very early to, or you just stumble across them because someone gives you free tokens and you're like, why did I just get these free random tokens? It's like getting free money and then figuring out, what is this free money? That's an incredible, incredible thing and a reason to be on the Warpcast platform, right? So anyway, join Warpcast. I think you guys will really like it. You'll see how much time and energy you can spend on here, which is way more productive than Twitter. And also it's less of a, you know, um, less of like a trolling place or place where you kind of get shitted on for your thoughts or bullied or whatever. I think it's way more productive, nicer people. You get to have conversations about actually, products in development and trades and NFTs and all things related to Web3, right? Here's another project, aside from Yo-Yo. And again, Yo-Yo you can check out on your own. I mean, I don't care if you buy it or not. I'm just letting you know just my thoughts on the market, right? What I'm looking at. But here's another one, right? This is Farther. Okay. Farther is a social rewards token that was created within the Degen umbrella. It actually resides on Base, but technically it's closer to the Degen ecosystem as well as Farcaster, right? And why is that cool? It's cool because, Farther the token, right? It's kind of like a meme coin, but they're also trying to build like a social aspect arm to it. Okay. I think it's cool. I spend time in the Farther community right here, whether you post memes, whether you talk about the market, whether you talk about what we want to build with Farther, right? Again, all things related to Warpcast are great because when you chime into discussions and you start collecting random tokens, you just get airdrop free money or you get money for actions, right? Which is called social fi or social finance, right? The modern day social finance is like your actions and your contributions, your attention is rewarded and it's tipped and you get money for it. That to me is way more valuable than spending 90% on Twitter trying to figure out like who's going to give you some alpha to buy some random shit coin that might actually go to zero or might go, 5x or whatever. Right here, it's like, okay, while we're still, discussing conversations about Web3 and how crypto is going and what people are building, you get paid for your contributions. I think that's fascinating, you know. So anyway, I was just showing you guys rewards. Like this is the last 1 month. By the way, this project Farther, it launched, as you could see, on May 1st. It's May 30th. It's the end of the month. I've collected approximately, I would say, like 100,000, um, I think close to 100,000 tokens. Okay. What do these 100,000 tokens mean? Like at current price value, 0.006, that's, $600 or $80 or $700. For $700, all I did was do this evangelizing thing. What is evangelizing? It's just talking about, like, if you go to my Farther, okay, you'll see me post these tweets about, hey, make sure you guys join Farcaster and, check out Farther. Here's my Farcaster ID. Again, I've done this a bunch of times. Haven't done anything. I'm not trying to sell you on anything. I'm not telling you to buy the token. I'm just telling you simply just join Farcaster, right? Just join it and you will see the benefits of contributing to something that is totally Web3, growing this ecosystem, this brand new ecosystem, which is Farcaster, this brand new ecosystem, which is Degen. Grow it with us, come grow this world with us, come build it with us, and you will get rewarded for it. And so, like I said, I made 9 tweets, um, you know, and I already got these free tokens right here. This was already like, $700, really not for anything more than like 5-10 minutes spent in total in the span of 1 month. That's a pretty damn good deal. So if you're looking for a world where how do you monetize yourself as a creator or even as a contributor, as a lurker, as a, chatterbox, a commentator, whatever, this is the world that you need to be in. This is the token that you need to start doing research into. The Degen token, the L3, Ethereum ecosystem economy, right? You need to start spending time on Farcaster more. These are the things that you need to start doing a little bit more actively. The rest of the market will do whatever it's supposed to do. Like I said, right? Like, yeah, I'm bullish on Ethereum being solid and positive for the rest of the month, possibly for the rest of the summer. Yeah, Bitcoin could chop around, do its own thing. Equities like Nvidia and the S&P 500, sure, they don't, like, S&P 500 doesn't look phenomenal right now, but like for the most part, sure, it can have a pullback, but crypto's not just going to go away in the current bullish environment, right? It's election year. There's a lot of tailwinds for crypto. There's a lot of growth happening on Farcaster. There's a lot of growth happening on Degen ecosystem. Amazing things are happening, right? And you need to be part of these amazing things. Same thing with Yo-Yo Token, right? Like, why do I talk about these things? It's because there's cool stuff happening. Like, there's cool meme coins. I mean, whoever thought like you could not give a crap about fundamentals and stuff. And if you like funny images or funny memes or meme coins that you like, you can bid on those. Again, I'm not telling you to buy or sell anything. I'm just saying, like, there's a market for everybody here. There's a flavor for everybody here, right? So find your flavor, find your lane, figure out how to monetize it, figure out how to make money, and let the market do its thing, right? Being in crypto doesn't mean you have to make money in the same way that everybody does, which people often say, oh, leverage trading is the best, or shitcoin meme trading is the best, or only investing in majors like Ethereum and Bitcoin is the best. Not really. I mean, anything could work for you. Something that works for you may not work for me, and vice versa. But I try to try everything, right? Like, I try to do my best to keep an open mind to almost everything that's happening in crypto. Because you never know what clicks for you. You never know what you may like. You never know what may strike the chord in terms of making money for your account. So that's up to you to decide. All right, other things on my radar. So like I said, Solana waiting for pullback. I'm waiting for meme coins to like really do something big. Like, I'm watching these meme coins, the majors like Bonk, Doge, Shib, Whiff, and then Wojak. Like, these are the ones that I'm thinking, okay, they look good. Like, I think they should start taking off, but they haven't like really started to break out yet. But I don't think they look terrible, right? I don't think they look terrible. WorldCoin, same thing, right? It's caught this little uptrending trend line right here. If it starts moving up from here, could be that it goes back to $6, $7, right? So keep an eye on levels like that. Okay. Um, that's pretty much it. You have other meme coins like on the Degen ecosystem, you have ATH, which is like within the Degen ecosystem, that's one of my favorite altcoins just because I really like the crew that's behind it. I like the people, I like the meme, and sometimes you don't really need to justify it more than that. Just keep it simple, right? Like, why do you like the meme? Um, why do you want to buy it? Do you like the team? Is the tokenomics good? Does it, is it not a rug? If so, well, whatever. I just throw like a couple $100 into it and see where it goes. All right. Anyway, not financial advice, anything that I've spoken about. Let's see where the rest of the market goes. Make sure you guys follow me on Warpcast, like I said before. And yeah, let's see what else is going on in the coming few weeks. Okay. Cheers, everybody. Good luck, and we'll talk soon.